Hello, hello, hello to all of our wonderful listeners out there. Welcome back to another episode of the Daily English Practice Channel. I am your host, Anna, and I am joined today, as always, by the incredibly talented and very energetic David. How are you doing today, David?
Oh, Anna, I am doing fantastic. I am feeling over the moon today. I've got my coffee, I've got my microphone, and most importantly, I've got our amazing audience tuning in from all over the world. Hello, everyone. It is so good to be here with you.
Over the moon. I love that expression, David. We're starting off strong with some great English idioms. For our friends listening, when David says he is over the moon, it just means he is very, very happy. He's ecstatic.
Exactly. And honestly, Anna, I'm over the moon because of today's topic. It's something that I think almost every single English learner struggles with at some point. It's a big one. It's a mountain to climb, but we're going to climb it together.
We certainly are. Today, we are talking about how to stop being afraid of speaking English. We're talking about overcoming that fear, breaking the ice, and finally finding your voice.
Breaking the ice, another good one. To break the ice means to start a conversation or to make a situation feel more relaxed. And that's exactly what we want to do for you today. We want you to feel relaxed when you speak English.
You know, David, I hear from students all the time who say, Anna, I can read English perfectly. I can listen to podcasts and understand everything. But the moment I have to open my mouth and speak, I freeze. My mind goes blank.
My mind goes blank. That is such a common feeling. It's that moment where you know the words, you've studied the grammar, but suddenly it's like your brain just turns off. It's like a computer screen going black.
It's terrifying, but today we want to tell you it is okay. It is completely normal to feel nervous. In fact, being afraid is actually a sign that you care about doing a good job.
That's a great way to look at it, Anna. If you weren't nervous, it would mean you didn't care. But we don't want that fear to stop you. We want to help you push through it. So, Anna, why do you think people are so afraid of speaking?
I think the number one reason is the fear of mistakes. People are terrified of saying the wrong word or using the wrong tense. They think, if I say I goes instead of I go, everyone will laugh at me.
Oh, the dreaded fear of mistakes. Listen to me, everyone, and I want you to really hear this. Mistakes are your friends. Mistakes are the evidence that you are trying. If you aren't making mistakes, you aren't learning.
Exactly. Think about a baby learning to walk. They fall down 100 times. Do we laugh at them? No, we cheer. We say, go on, get back up. Learning a language is the same thing. Every time you trip over a word, you are actually getting closer to fluency.
I love that, tripping over a word. That's a funny way to put it, like your tongue is literally getting caught on your teeth. But let's look at some phrases we can use to handle those moments. Anna, if I'm talking to someone and I realize I've made a mistake, what can I say?
Well, you can just be honest. You can say, wait, let me try that again. Or, I'm sorry, I think I used the wrong word there. It's very natural. David, let's do a quick mini role play. I'll be a tourist and you're giving me directions, but you get a bit confused.
Okay, I'm ready. Put me in the hot seat.
Excuse me, sir. Could you tell me where the nearest library is?
Oh, sure. You just go down this street, then you make a right hand at the... Oh, wait, let me try that again. I mean, you turn right at the corner. Sorry, I'm still practicing my English.
See, that was so easy. David just said, let me try that again. It's a powerful phrase. Let's repeat that for our listeners. Let me try that again.
Let me try that again. It gives you a reset button. It tells the listener, I know I made a mistake and I'm fixing it. It actually makes you sound more confident because it shows you are aware of your speech.
And did you notice what David did at the end? He said, I'm still practicing my English. This is a disclaimer. A disclaimer is something you say at the beginning or middle of a conversation to set expectations.
Yes, if you tell someone, hey, I'm still learning, most people will immediately become more patient and supportive. They might even speak a little slower to help you out. People are generally very kind, aren't they, Anna?
They really are. Most people are not judging you. They are usually just impressed that you are speaking a second language. I mean, think about it. Speaking two languages is like having a superpower.
It really is. I only speak English and a tiny bit of Spanish, and every time I try to speak Spanish, I feel like a superhero trying to fly for the first time. I might crash into a building or two, but hey, I'm in the air.
A superhero crashing into a building? That's a great image. But let's talk about another fear, the fear of not understanding. What happens if someone speaks to you and you have no idea what they said?
Oh, that's the blank stare moment. You just stand there with a smile on your face, nodding, while your brain is screaming, I have no idea what is happening.
We've all been there. But instead of just nodding and pretending to understand, which we call faking it, it's much better to ask for clarification.
Asking for clarification. That's a fancy way of saying asking for help. Anna, what are some magic phrases our listeners can use when they don't understand?
One of my favorites is, could you say that more slowly, please? Or even simpler, could you repeat that?
Those are great. And here's a pro tip. If someone uses a word you don't know, just ask. You can say, I'm sorry, what does that word mean?
Let's practice that. David, say something very difficult and fast to me.
Okay, here goes. Hey, Anna, I was thinking we should really look into the socioeconomic implications of the current infrastructure project in the downtown district.
Whoa, slow down there, Shakespeare. I'm sorry, David. Could you say that more slowly? And what does socioeconomic mean?
See, it's not scary. I didn't laugh at Anna, I just explained it. When you ask questions, you are taking control of the conversation. You aren't a passive listener, you are an active participant.
Active participant. I love that. You are in the driver's seat of your learning. If you don't understand, it's not your fault. It's just a gap that needs to be filled.
Exactly. Now, Anna, let's talk about the spotlight effect. Have you heard of this?
Oh, yes. The spotlight effect is the feeling that everyone is watching you and noticing every single mistake you make. It's like you're on a stage with a big, bright light on you.
But the truth is, nobody is watching that closely. Everyone is usually too worried about themselves to notice your small grammar mistakes.
It's so true. Think about when you talk to someone in your native language. If they say he instead of she by accident, do you stop the conversation and call the police? No, you just keep going because you understood the meaning.
Exactly. The goal of speaking is communication, not perfection. Let's repeat that together because it's so important.
Communication, not perfection. If the other person understands what you want, you have succeeded. Even if your grammar was broken, if you ordered a coffee and you got a coffee, you won. You're a winner.
And the crowd goes wild. Anna gets her latte. She is the champion of English.
You are so silly, David. But really, let's talk about some practical ways to practice so that our listeners can feel more confident. Because confidence doesn't just happen, it's built.
It's like a muscle. You have to go to the English gym every day. And one of the best exercises in the English gym is self-talk.
Oh, I love self-talk. This is when you talk to yourself in English when you are alone. I do this all the time when I'm cooking. I'll say, okay, now I'm chopping the onions. Oh no, the onions are making me cry. Where is the salt?
It sounds crazy, but it works. It gets your mouth used to forming the sounds without the pressure of another person watching you. You can't be embarrassed if you're the only one in the room.
Unless your cat is watching. My cat gives me very judgmental looks when I speak English.
Well, cats are very critical, but besides cats, self-talk is a safe space. Another great tip is shadowing. David, can you explain what shadowing is?
I'd love to. Shadowing is when you listen to a native speaker, maybe on a podcast like this one, and you repeat what they say almost at the same time. You follow them like a shadow.
It's great for rhythm and intonation. You start to feel the music of the language. English has a very specific up and down melody.
Let's try a little shadowing right now for our listeners. I will say a sentence, and David, you shadow me. Then, listeners, you can try to shadow David. Learning English is a journey, not a race.
Learning English is a journey, not a race.
Did you hear how David matched my speed and my tone? He wasn't waiting for me to finish. He was right there with me.
It's a bit like singing along to a song on the radio. You don't have to think about the words, you just follow the sound.
So, we've talked about self-talk, shadowing, and using disclaimers like, I'm still learning. What else, David? What about the physical feeling of fear? You know, the sweaty palms and the racing heart.
Oh, the jitters. That's a great word. The jitters. It's that nervous energy. When I get the jitters, I like to take a deep breath.
Simple but effective. Just one deep breath can calm your nervous system.
And another trick is to smile. It sounds cheesy, I know, but when you smile, it sends a signal to your brain that you are safe. Plus, it makes the person you're talking to feel more comfortable too.
It's true. A smile is the same in every language. If you walk up to someone with a big smile and say, "Hi, I'm sorry, my English isn't perfect, but could you help me?" They are almost guaranteed to be nice to you.
Exactly. Now, Anna, I want to talk about the power of small wins. Sometimes we get discouraged because we aren't fluent yet. We think, I can't have a deep philosophical conversation about the meaning of life, so I'm a failure.
But that's not true. A small win is just as important. A small win is successfully ordering a pizza. A small win is asking someone, "How are you?" and understanding their answer.
Yes, celebrate those moments. Treat yourself to a piece of chocolate or a little dance every time you have a successful English interaction. Those small wins build up over time into big confidence.
It's like building a house. You don't just wake up and have a house. You lay one brick, then another. Each word you speak is a brick.
I love that. One brick at a time. Now, let's do a little review of some of the expressions we've used so far, because repetition is the key to memory.
Great idea. I'll say the expression, and David, you give us a quick definition or example.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
First one, over the moon.
That means very happy. For example, I was over the moon when I finally understood that English movie without subtitles.
Beautiful. Second one, to break the ice.
To start a conversation or make a situation less tense. I told a joke to break the ice before my English presentation.
Perfect. Next, my mind goes blank.
When you suddenly forget everything you know. I practiced for hours, but when the teacher asked me a question, my mind went blank.
We've all been there. How about to trip over your words?
That's when you stumble or make mistakes while speaking. Don't worry if you trip over your words, just take a breath and keep going.
And finally, a disclaimer.
That's a statement you make to set expectations. I gave a disclaimer that I was still learning English, so people would speak more slowly.
You are on fire today, David. You're getting all of these right.
Well, I've had a lot of practice, and that's the secret, isn't it? Practice, practice, practice. But Anna, some people say, David, I don't have anyone to practice with. I live in a place where nobody speaks English.
That is a common challenge, but in the year 2026, there are so many ways to find partners. There are language exchange apps, online forums, and even AI tutors you can talk to.
And don't forget the daily English practice channel community. Our listeners can comment on our videos and talk to each other. You are never alone in this journey.
Never. We are all one big, happy, slightly nervous English learning family.
Exactly. You know, Anna, I had a student once who was so afraid of speaking that she would actually write down everything she wanted to say on a piece of paper before calling a restaurant to order food.
That's actually a great strategy. We call that scaffolding, like the metal structures they put around buildings while they're being built. You use the paper as support until you are strong enough to stand on your own.
Scaffolding, I like that. Eventually, she didn't need the paper anymore. She realized she knew the words. She just needed that safety net at first.
So, if you're afraid, use a safety net. Write down some key phrases before you go to a meeting or a party. There's no shame in being prepared.
None at all. In fact, it shows you are a smart learner. Now, Anna, let's do one more role play. This time, let's pretend I'm a student who is very nervous and you're a friendly person at a coffee shop. I'm going to try to use some of our tips.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm sitting at the table, sipping my tea.
Okay, here I go. Um, excuse me. Hi.
Oh, hello. How can I help you?
Hi. I'm sorry. I'm still practicing my English. I'm a bit nervous.
Oh, don't worry at all. You're doing great. What's on your mind?
Thank you. Could you um let me try that again. Is this seat taken? I want to sit here.
Oh, no, it's not taken. Please, have a seat. My name's Anna.
Nice to meet you, Anna. I'm David. Whew, I did it.
You did it, David. You used the disclaimer, I'm still practicing. You used the reset phrase, let me try that again. And you were very polite.
And you weren't scary at all, Anna. You were very nice.
See, most people are like that. And even if you meet someone who isn't nice, that's their problem, not yours. It doesn't mean your English is bad, it just means they're having a bad day.
That is such a good point. Don't let one grumpy person ruin your confidence. Keep your head held high. You are doing something difficult and brave.
Keep your head held high. That means to be proud of yourself, and you should be. Every time you speak, you are expanding your world. You are connecting with new people and new ideas.
It's like opening a door to a whole new universe. And sure, the door might be a little rusty and hard to open at first, but once you get it open, the view is amazing.
It really is. Now, before we finish up today, let's do a confidence boost session. David, let's give our listeners some positive affirmations they can say to themselves.
Oh, I love affirmations. Listeners, I want you to repeat these after me. If you're in a public place, maybe just whisper them, but if you're at home, say them loud and proud.
Ready? Let's go.
My English is good enough to be understood.
My English is good enough to be understood.
Mistakes are how I learn and grow.
Mistakes are how I learn and grow.
I am proud of myself for trying.
I am proud of myself for trying.
Every day, my speaking is getting better and better.
Every day, my speaking is getting better and better.
I am not afraid to ask for help.
I am not afraid to ask for help.
How do you feel, Anna? I feel energized.
I feel great. I feel like I could talk to anyone now, and I hope our listeners feel the same way. Remember, the goal is not to be perfect. The goal is just to be a little bit better than you were yesterday.
Exactly. If you learned one new word today, or if you feel just 1% more confident, then this podcast was a success.
So, your homework for today, dear listeners, is to find one person, or even just your mirror, and say 3 sentences in English. Just 3.
You can do it. We believe in you. You have the tools, you have the talent, and now you just need to take that first step.
Take the first step. It's often the hardest, but it's also the most important.
Well, Anna, I think we've covered a lot of ground today. We talked about mistakes, we talked about disclaimers, we talked about shadowing, and we even did some affirmations.
We sure did. It's been such a fun episode. David, thank you for being such a great co-host and for always making me laugh.
And thank you, Anna. You are the best. And a huge thank you to all of you for listening. We love being part of your English journey.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Daily English Practice channel so you never miss an episode. We are here for you every week with more tips, more laughs, and more English.
Keep practicing, keep smiling, and most importantly, keep speaking.
Until next time, I'm Anna.
And I'm David.
And David and I together. Goodbye, everyone. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Hey, David, did you actually remember to turn the oven off before we started recording?
Oh, let me try that again. I think I left the cookies in.
Oh, David, run.
Bye, guys. I have to save the cookies.
See you next time, everyone.